So I've had some requests for a movement session for those days when you're just not feeling like moving, those days when you're a little tight or a little achy or a little stiff. I've put together a series of exercises that I actually did after a long haul flight to Bali for an Azul yoga and Pilates retreat there. And hopefully these movements will get that WD-40 into your joints, get that oil into the joints and get you moving and ready to take on your day. So bring your mind, body and spirit to the mat, and I hope that these exercises bring some mobility into your life. So bring yourselves to your mats or to the floor and take a moment to bring your mind to your body and to bring your breath wide into the rib cage. Allow the backs of the ribs to soften into the floor. And we're going to begin with some pelvic tilts, just rocking the pelvis backwards and forwards as though you're rolling a marble from the navel to the pubic bone and back again. Just mobilizing the pelvic area. Doing some shoulder mounts. We're going to inhale the arms up towards the ceiling and exhale as they return down. And we're going to do this to open up the thoracic cage, to feel the back of the ribs expand a little. Let's keep that sensation as we circle the arms and feel a nice mobilizing of the shoulder joints. Keeping a connection now through your abdominals, through those deep abdominals of the core. We're just going to do some heel slides. Imagine you're sliding your heel out, making a nice line or a groove in the sand. Just inhaling and exhaling, feeling length through your spine, through the top of your head, and a softening of the back of the ribs down into the floor. Keep the legs nice and soft. Let the energy happen from deep in the abdominals. Let the movement come from your center. If you want to now, you can extend this into a little more of a stretch and take the opposite arm and opposite leg away. And we're going to move them with the breath. So as we inhale, see if we can take that inhalation all the way out, and exhale, bring the arm and the leg all the way back in. Just going to repeat this a few times on each side. Now as we bring our arms out wide, reconnect the shoulders into the floor and the palms into the floor. We're going to bring some rotation through the body. Allow the knees to softly fall from side to side, but keep that connection through the abdominals. Keep the shoulders plugged down into the mat. Feel the spine articulating one vertebra at a time as we bring those knees back through to the center. Continue to breathe wide through the rib cage. Feel the stretch through the side of the body, and feel this mobilizing through the whole spine. Lengthen your spine as you do this. Feel length coming into the whole of your body. Engage through your core as you gently float one leg up to tabletop, and moving from the hip, we're just going to hinge down, doing 5 toe taps on each side. Feel the back of your ribs melt down into the floor, soft in the neck, soft in the shoulders. Keep the pelvis in the same alignment, so it's just the leg moving. We repeat this on the other side. Continue to breathe. Continue to keep the connection of the mind and the body. Engage through the core and slowly float both the legs up to tabletop. we're going to do heel taps, hinging from the hips. Keep the leg muscles soft. Use the abdominals here rather than gripping with the muscles of the leg. Keep the pelvis in that same alignment, the same position, and allow the backs of the ribs to soften towards the floor. Breathe wide into the rib cage. Be mindful of every movement. Feel the mobility happening in the hips and the stability starting to happen deep in those abdominals, stabilizing your core, stabilizing your pelvic area. Very gently, just float both the legs down one at a time, and take a moment just to reset your body, reset your mind, bring your mind back to the body, back to the movement. We're going to float one leg up and we're going to do hip circles. Keep your shin level with the ceiling and keep your pelvis even, so keep both your hips down into the floor. Keep this movement soft. Don't allow the legs to grip, but keep the hips stable. We're going to do 3 in each direction, and then we're going to change legs. Continue to breathe wide. Continue to breathe with the movement. The circles can be big, the circles can be small. Choose a size of circle that allows you to keep the integrity of the movement, so you don't lose any of that quality. Feel that hip oiling up like a big spoon being stirred in a big pot. And when you've done even on both sides, slowly lower your legs down and take a moment to reset. We're going to take that pelvic tilt a little further now. So as the pelvis lifts, we start to feel the knees coming over the toes. And we come up into a shoulder bridge position. Try and articulate through the spine. Raise and lower. Feeling each individual vertebra connecting with the floor. On your next one, bring your hips up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to inhale the arms up above the head all the way to the floor. Inhale at the top here. As we exhale, let's slowly lower, articulating down through the thoracic back, all the way down until we feel our hips come back and our pelvis return to neutral. Let's inhale the arms back down by the sides. And we repeat this. Keep the energy through the heels, squeezing through the bottom, and feel this really nice mobilizing of the whole of the back. Really breathe wide into the ribcage. Feel length through the spine. And then give your knees a nice hug. Bring yourself over onto your front. We're going to do swan dive. A great exercise for keeping that mobility in that thoracic back. So we're going to think lengthening here rather than lifting. So really feel yourself lengthening through the top of the head. Draw the shoulder blades down the spine and come up only as far as you feel comfortable. It'll be different every day. If you're feeling a little looser though, you can start to push through the palms, draw the shoulders back and start to extend a little further and just get a little more stretch happening. Take your time as you lower back, lengthen through the top of the head. Try if you can to put your forehead back on the floor a little bit further away than where it started. And for this exercise, we can keep a connection through the lower body as well. Extend the toes away along the floor. So you're really getting some length into your body. When you finish this, come back into a nice child pose and take a moment just to stretch out the back, breathe wide into the backs of the lungs. This is a great position for this because you've got the pressure of your knees up against your thighs up against your chest, so it really does allow you to breathe into the back with that nice Pilates breath. Continue this release stretch with a couple of mindful cat and cows. Really think about the movement through the spine. We're going to thread the needle now, so bring that rotation through the body. Really feel the spine twist and feel a nice stretch of the shoulder as we reach through under the arm. Inhaling, really open up now. Follow that arm up with your head to really broaden through the chest, across the collarbones. Making sure that we do the same on both sides. Remind yourself as well to reset between each side. Set both the knees down into the floor so that you can square your hips up and make sure that the stretching is even on both sides. You can move at your own pace. Move with the pace of your own breath. We're going to finish the session by rocking back, push your bottom to your heels for a nice, relaxing child's pose. I hope this session's been useful for you and it's left you feeling more mobile and a little oiled up in the joints, ready to take on the world.